How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and this video is how to complete the 10th inning Conquest map as fast as possible. It's going to be included with some hidden missions. They're not really too difficult, but I do want to kind of talk a little bit about how to complete them. Of course, the new World Series did go ahead and reset, so all of this stuff is live into the game. Once I uploaded my previous video talking a little bit about the 10th inning program, I think it's important to keep in mind that some of the graphics still haven't yet uploaded into the game, as well as some of these daily missions are going to be important in order to complete the 10th inning program as quickly as you can. But in this video, we are going to be focusing on the 10th inning Conquest missions, as there aren't any turn-based missions, but there are kind of some hidden missions where they don't really tell you what you need to quite do, but it is pretty straightforward, and I will be explaining how to unlock all of those. So once we go into the 10th inning program right here, as you can see, I already have 2 out of 9 Conquest challenges completed. That's because I've kind of started to simulate and try and get this video prepared to explain some of these missions. And it will not take 15 games, as I mentioned in my previous video. This Conquest should only take you about 6 games if you do go ahead and win all of them. You will be able to complete the entire map. You only have to steal fans in one of the missions in one of the phases. I will be talking a little bit about each and every phase in Conquest, but I wanted to talk about some of these goals, some of these missions that SDS has kind of used some hidden riddles. It's not really too serious. All you have to do for this Eat the Whole Pie mission is to conquer a specific amount of territories in a general area. So using the map, sometimes it's going to be tough to determine which section of the map is actually the pie and which section of the map is the wing, stuff like that. If you conquer all of the territories on the map by simulating all of the territories, conquering all the strongholds, you will be able to complete all of these missions. I have received a couple questions regarding some of these types of missions in the past, and basically you just need to simulate each and every territory and capture each stronghold. Now, the stronghold games, you actually have to play them. Those are the games that have the team logo depicted on the territory. Each hexagon is a territory, and as you can see here, during goal 8, it says capture all the strongholds, and then the next one says eat the entire dinner. So that means just capture all the territories on the map. You will be able to get some exclusive rewards for that, a promo bundle, headliner pack, as well as Ballin' as a Habit pack for doing a couple of these missions. I think that throughout the entire Conquest map there are hidden rewards as well, but I wanted to focus on some of these hidden missions before I went ahead and talked about how to complete this actual map. So you can start one way, either to the left or to the right, and you won't be able to go the opposite way, obviously, because there's only one path. But basically, you want to try and take over as many spaces as possible. I'm going to show you guys both ways. I went ahead and restarted it. I'm going to the right now, and basically, it's pretty much the same thing. The 4 phases in Conquest are the reinforcement phase. As you can see, I will be skipping this steal fans phase to the reinforcement phase. You select a territory that you already own, and you can add more fans to it, and then go ahead and skip the phase to the attack phase and move out with those fans. Move out with that territory. You kind of do the same thing over and over again. I'm personally skipping the steal fans phase for this. Obviously, for the missions, you have to steal fans, at least 2 million fans, which is 1 game on veteran against any of the 5 teams that you want to go up against. You can take from the Indians, the Braves, the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, or the Orioles. It does not really matter. I would recommend stealing fans from the Indians or the Braves simply because you have to play those pretty quickly. Those are the first 2 teams that you'll probably have to play, and you have to play the Indians in order to expand and keep going in this Conquest. So as you do that, you will collect some of these missions. You'll complete some of them. Gain 10 million fans is one of the goals, and then I believe capture a certain amount of territories is the other goal that I was able to complete. But up until this point, all I've done is simulate. I have not played any of the games yet. I will have to play the stronghold game against the Indians to continue to simulate the rest of the map. But as I said a little bit ago, capture 10 territories is the second goal. Gives you some XP, gives you some stubs, and these are not the hidden rewards that you will be able to get. If you capture certain spaces on the map, you'll be able to unlock a couple packs here and there. I think I might have gotten one, the show pack at the top of where I started. I'll kind of try and explain it. in between the Indians and the Braves. They're up at the top. I believe when I try and simulate there, I'll get a pack. But anyway, to keep moving on with this video, sometimes you're going to simulate, sometimes you're going to lose, and that's okay. As many fans, you're always going to have more reinforcements. Each 3 spaces that you have, each 3 territories that you have gives you 1 extra fan. So try and keep that in mind when you're reinforcing. If you're trying to count by 3s and stuff like that, you can keep track of it, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much. There are many ways to complete this Conquest mode. I wanted to focus on explaining and showing how I kind of set this map up. Obviously, in this video, I'm not going to be completing the entire map. I didn't play the 5 Conquest games or the 5 Stronghold games yet, but I do want to show you what you kind of have to do to get there. I have made other Conquest videos as well, and I will kind of link some of those videos into the comment section down below. But basically, I got to this point. If I would have stolen fans at this point, I would have more reinforcements. Obviously, if I stole fans from another team, then those will go into your reinforcements. You can steal fans each and every phase, but you don't necessarily have to. As I said earlier, we get the free pack there at that space. And now I'm kind of in a situation where I can move some fans. I'm at the top. I have nowhere to go with my 3 million. So that would be the other phase included in Conquest. I clicked on the 3 million space. I'll go ahead and move them to the 6 million as I'm showing right now. So that way I can prepare an attack to go ahead and attack the Braves up top. I basically skipped an entire turn without attacking. You can also do that. You can skip. I could skip right there with 8 million and just reinforce. That's exactly what I did right there. Now we have 13 million. And we're going to be moving in on the Braves. I still expect to play them on a tougher difficulty simply because I have skipped quite a few turns for this video, and they have reinforced themselves. Each time you skip a turn, you allow the computer to kind of move spaces and reinforce as well. So if you played this a little bit differently, then you might be looking at something completely different. As we see here, a matchup on Hall of Fame, I would go ahead and skip the turn once again. Hopefully another team does not take too many of my spaces, so that way I can reinforce right here and try and play this game on All-Star or even Veteran difficulty. It's just playing the ratio. As long as you have about 3 million fan ratio to the Braves, so I would need 24 million fans in this situation, I would think, to play this game on Veteran, but more than likely I would just try that one on All-Star and see if I could win it. Anyway, I'm going to try and reinforce in a different spot, move the 5 fans all the way to the 7 fans. I'm just showing you guys this as an example. This is not something that you would have to do. I'm showing you how it would be a different matchup against another Stronghold. We see here 10 million fans against 9 million is on All-Star, so it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. If you do this with the Braves, it will be the very same thing. So I can play the Indians on All-Star right here, or I could kind of skip this phase, try and reinforce on both of the spots, and then try and take both of the Strongholds in the same turn. Now all that means is just attacking 2 Strongholds in 1 turn. It's not that big of a deal. It's not something that you'll get a reward for, but it makes it easier, and you can kind of reinforce your fans that way by just moving some fans around. Now, I wanted to show you guys in this situation, I have advanced 9 turns. I have 19 territories. In this situation, I'm now stuck. I can only play the game against the Indians or the Braves, or else I'm not going to be able to move anywhere. Because of the way the map's set up, I have to go ahead and continue on to capture each and every territory for these hidden missions. That's really the only way to complete this, is to capture all the territories, all the Strongholds, and by doing so, you will finish up that 10th inning program mission for the Conquest. You'll get 30 program stars for that. If you want to continue on and play extra games for the 15 Conquest games, then you will be able to unlock another additional 30 program stars. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Obviously, if you stole fans each time, I still think even stealing fans each time and skipping, reinforcing, doing all that, I still think it will take you less than 15 games. Even if you finish the Conquest map and restart it, you can always go back and do it again the same type of map and just play some games against the computer for that extra mission, for those 15 games, if that makes sense. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this Conquest map, and I'm also looking for a post on Twitter or something revealing where each individual hidden reward is on the map. So I'll be looking for that. I'll try and retweet that out. If you guys are following me over there on Twitter, definitely look out for that. I always try and retweet someone else's post or try and screen capture someone else's YouTube video and give them credit, of course. But once again, thank you all for watching. I will be looking out for that, and I will be live a little bit later tonight playing the event. Peace out, everybody.